name is Lenore Ryan, and I want to welcome you to my kitchen. Today we're going to be cooking an Asian vegetable stir fry. Delicious. Now when you think about Asian, you think about ginger and soy and sesame and all those delicious flavors. So let's get started. I've got my pan heating right here. You want the pan to be hot before I add the oil. So I'm going to do some olive oil first, and then just a little bit of sesame oil. Sesame oil has a higher, or actually a lower place point where it is going to burn, so that's why I mix it with a little vegetable oil. So I'm going to start with some zucchini and yellow squash. I love butternut squash, asparagus. We got some beautiful French green beans, bell peppers, yum. I'm going to saute this just a little bit. I want a little bit of that water to come out of those vegetables, and actually I'm going to turn it down. I want the water to come out of the vegetables before I add the garlic and the ginger and all those other flavorings. Beautiful, vibrant colors, vibrant health. Got some great music playing in the background. You know I'm happy when I'm cooking. So in went some scallions, green onion. You know, and it's really whatever you have in your pantry or whatever you have in your refrigerator. That's what's going to make it delicious and good. Cabbage. Going to be a lot of water in this cabbage. Watch, you'll see all the steam coming up. So once I bring something, put something in again, then I can either turn it up or turn it down. But I just turned it up a little bit. I'm going to add some garlic, and I like adding the garlic after the water has come out of the vegetables because garlic burns, so you don't want that burnt garlic. So now that there's a little bit of water in the pan and I've got something to absorb this garlic, let's put that in there. Now I've chopped the garlic ahead of time, and I keep it in the refrigerator with a little bit of olive oil on top of it, and that's going to keep it from turning that green color, because that means that it's oxidized, and that means that you don't have that right flavor in there. So now, you're not married to this being, I can see that it's a little too hot. So I'm going to just take it off, turn it down a little bit. You're not married to it being on the stove. You can always take it off and put it back on again. That's looking good. You can see all the vegetables are just kind of wilting. Now it's time to add my ginger and lemongrass. I love buying ginger and lemongrass in these tubes that you find in the produce section of your market. There goes some right there. So I'm going to put a little bit in there. Now when I'm buying ginger and when I'm buying lemongrass, you never really know how it's going to be. The fresh ginger, well, you could get from one market and it's going to be really beautiful, silky, and kind of pinkish color, and really you can tell that it's young. And then you go to a market another day and you can see that it is really kind of looks like old newspaper. The older that it gets, the drier that it gets, and the drier that it gets, it loses its flavor and vibrancy. So I know that when I'm buying the ginger and the lemongrass in these tubes, that I know exactly how it's going to taste. Oops, there goes the garlic. I'm glad I put that in ahead of time. I know exactly how it's going to taste. Oh, there's somebody calling on the hotline right now. Needs another order some comfort food. All right, so I've got the ginger, I've got the garlic, I've got the lemongrass. Now let's start adding our liquid. A little bit of soy, no measurement here. A little more sesame oil, turning it down a little bit. I want to stir fry it. I want to make it jump in the pan. And then why do I love Thai food and Asian food? Fish sauce. Do you know what fish sauce is? Fish sauce is the essence of anchovies. And you're probably thinking, oh, I don't like anchovies, but that is the reason. Fish sauce is the reason that you love Thai food and Asian food. I wish that you could smell this. So I've got all my vegetables cooking, and they look pretty good. They still have a crisp texture on them. Let's give me a little bit of salt and pepper. And now, sambal. Sambal is an Indonesian chili paste, and I just really love it. It's going to put the heat. All right, a little bit of pasta. Your hands are your best tool. And the pasta's been already cooked, and after I cook it, I drain it, and then I lay it out on a sheet pan so it'll cool down, and a little bit of oil, either sesame oil or olive oil, a little bit of salt and pepper, and you can keep little mounds of that in your refrigerator anytime you want it. Now I'm gonna add some herbs. I love cilantro. So let's throw in, I like lots of cilantro, so we're gonna throw in the cilantro. You add the cilantro at the end. Fresh herbs go in at the finished product. Hope you can see this. Come on in, it's really beautiful. Take a look at that. And some sesame seeds, black and white sesame seeds. As much vegetable, as much pasta as you like. It's your recipe, you're in charge. Just have beautiful ingredients. Remember, vibrant colors, vibrant health. Thanks so much for joining me today. And remember, love is the main ingredient.